Thank you all for being here today. We're going to open up questions for Coach Holloway. Anybody want to start us off?
Sure. You got a unique exhibition game coming up. I know you're close to Grant. Can you give us a little detail on that and the background, how it got set up?
Yeah, we were supposed to play West Virginia in the exhibition, but obviously whatever happened with the coaching staff, then Grant got the job. He was calling me, and then me and Jerry was talking. They're trying to figure out a way to trying to give back to both programs. Obviously, Jerry's a Seton Hall guy, Grant's a Seton Hall guy, so am I. And it kind of made sense. Me and Jerry was talking. I thought that the more I thought about it, the more I talked to him about it, I thought it made all the sense in the world to do it.
Is the school doing anything to promote it here?
As far as what?
As many fans to the charity game as possible?
I hope so. I hope so. I know yesterday, I think the first day came, the tickets was out the first day yesterday, right? But, NGIT is running it, so, they in charge. Having the game down there, I wanted to help Grant out. I know that, it's a beautiful building. Just kind of wanted people to show it. And then for him, he's never going to have a Big East school in his building ever again, so it was good to do.
Do you expect to play him in a regular season moving forward?
You got to ask him. That's something, you got to ask him. That's something that, I've been asking,
Yeah, he's told me.
you got to talk to him about that.
Give him an open invitation.
Yeah, Coach, hello, how are you?
What's going on?
Can you give me your perspective and outlook for the season? I understand.
Wow, it's a loaded question. As far as what, though?
As far as the lineup, the Big East games that you're playing, you know what I mean?
Trying to get me in trouble with the Big East games, right? No, I'm looking forward to it. Guys are working extremely hard. We're just trying to get healthy right now. I'm sure everybody in the country is going through this kind of bug right now with the guys being out. Just trying to get healthy, just trying to get these guys on the same page and playing together. We got a lot of new guys. I stated before, I love this team off the court so far. They've been great. Now I'm just trying to get them on the court all at the same time and playing. As far as the outlook, the goal is the goal, right? The goal is to try to win as many games as possible, play a certain way, represent the school well, the community well, and make the Rock a tough place to play for guys, for teams, the best home court advantage.
Thank you. Adam?
Hey, Sean, good to see you.
Adam?
With Kadary, what are your expectations for Kadary this year? I know you said felt the backcourt was being disrespected.
Yeah, I seen your article yesterday. Jeez. Big headlines, Coach.
You said it a week ago.
Jeez, I know.
I got in trouble for posting it a week after you said it. But what are your expectations health-wise for Kadary and leadership, playing?
I think we start from a leadership standpoint. I think he's done a great job of I don't want him to change, but adjusting who he is, right? He's talking more. He's more of a leader. He's doing even something little called the little thing with Cook's Corner, right? That just show a different side of him and who he is, and people don't know that style of him, right? And it's helping him on the court, right? It's helping him be more and more of a leader, older guy who's been in college for a while, who's being mentor to some of these younger guys, and just being a coach on the court. I think those things are going to help him, because now he's not worried about him right now. Now he's worried about everybody else. Yeah. So now you don't get caught up in your individual stuff, right? You get caught up in the team stuff. And as far as from a basketball standpoint, I expect him to have a great year. I expect him to be one of the better players in the conference. And I think if he is, then I think that we're going to have a good year.
How important is it that he stays healthy? He's had health issues the past couple of years.
I think it's super important. First of all, it's important to him, right? For him and his career. And it's important for us. He's an all-elite player. So for him staying healthy, I think if he don't get hurt, I think we in the NCAA tournament last year.
Shaw, what do you think of your newcomers so far? What has stood out? You want to give us a little rundown of the new guys?
Yeah, freshman kind of hit the wall a little bit, right? Already, little knick-knack injuries, nothing serious, but Isaiah been out a while with a sore groin. So is Malachi. I feel awful for our big guy Arda, a Turkish guy. He's been here a month. He had a broken nose and a high ankle sprain. Welcome to America, right? But now, he but everybody is just playing, and Dave took back. He's still coming back off an injury. We still trying to get him back. But they working hard. They trying their best. That's all I ask. As far as the older guys, just trying to get guys to be consistent, right? Like a guy like Dylan, who's, he has a bigger role here than he had at St. John's. Just trying to make sure he understand that and, play to his capabilities. I think he could be really good for us. I love what our two big guys are doing. JB and Elijah. Guys is banging every day in practice, getting each other better. I see a big jump from when I got them in June, July to now. A big jump. So I'm extremely happy about that. I want them to continue to keep building. Sada, I want them to continue to keep building. And then, my three captains, they got to play hard and play well every night for us to be successful. Hope I didn't miss anybody.
You're good. In between Joe and Brian?
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks, Pete.
Coach, the roster went through a major...
Oh, Jaquan Sanders. That's what I missed. Thanks a lot.
Sorry.
Yeah. Stacks. He was playing really well. He went down last week with an ankle injury, so he's fighting his way back from that. He's going to be out for a couple of weeks with that. But he's a guy that we're looking forward to make a big jump this year.
In between Joe and Brian?
Coach, the roster had a major overhaul this offseason. You got 8 new guys in. What's the culture, what's the identity of this team going to be going into year 2?
It's the same. Nothing changed. Trying to, be the hardest working team. I want when teams play us saying, "Wow, I want to play that team again." Obviously, our defense is who we are, so we putting that in. I think this team is a better offensive team than we had last year. I got some guys that could really shoot the basketball. Just putting it together, right? Just trying to mesh everybody together and try to get the best out of everybody and make sure it's one common goal. Everybody's doing what they do to help the team win.
Shah, you've coached against Dylan 2 places for the last 3 years. Did that give you a different perspective when you went into the portal and evaluated him further?
I just looked at him, right? I actually recruited him out of high school, right? When I was at St. Peter's. He's just somebody that fit who I am, right? From a defensive standpoint, from a toughness standpoint, and he can shoot the basketball. So you bring those things in, and he's a good kid. He's been on the team and it's documented. I know Jerry did an article on him. I mean, he's been taking Jaquan under his wing and taking care of him. And that's what I'm looking for, him to come in and he's helped Kadary out. He's helped Al out. He's been that guy that's been a good piece for us.
Shah, 3 or 4 new bigs on this roster. You mentioned Jaden and Elijah a little bit ago.
Yeah.
What are they bringing to your team right now that you didn't have a season ago?
Like Jaden, like JB just bring a physical, presence that we had last year. I thought Tyrese was more of a finesse guy. Right? He played really well for us last year, so I'm not taking nothing away from Tyrese. JB just kind of bring an old school, Big East player. I think I referenced before like Jake Vasco, like that type of big, that's not very athletic, but plays extremely well, good defense, physical, good screens, offensive rebound, score around the basket, play with energy. So I'm really happy about that. And then Elijah he's more skilled. Right? He can shoot from the outside. We getting his back to the basket game better. Now he's playing with a chip on his shoulder and toughness because of JB, right? And then you add Arthur and the young freshman, who's been battling. I've been pleasantly surprised with him. I think he's gonna give us more than I thought.
Elijah being from Orange, did that help you a lot? I have to imagine when you were recruiting him in the portal, talking to him getting to come home.
Yeah, but also I think I like what he did at Austin P. He had good numbers there. He's somebody that a lot of schools was after, so we was happy to get him. And obviously being a hometown kid helped for sure.
Coach, what's so different in year 2? You get your first full year here now, and going into year 2, what's felt different in practice and just going into the year?
Well, I think it's different. I just got a chance to breathe for a second. Right? I think last year when I got the job, it was like a whirlwind. Everything was going 100 miles per hour. Got the job in April, and it was 4 scholarship guys on the roster, trying to fill the roster, and then just trying to establish who I am, and who and what I'm about with the team, right? And now this year, the summer was good for us. I thought we had a summer. I had 10 guys that was healthy, that was playing, that got to know my system, better. And then I think we had like better leadership this year for sure. So I would say just, being here for a year, I got a chance to really calm down and settle down and, now have everything going 100 miles per hour.
And about that leadership, what led you to name captains as opposed to last year? Why the 3 captains?
They earned it. They earned it. They earned it over the summer. Those 3 guys was here every single day, putting the work in, being loud, being leaders, leading on and off the court. So they earned it. I didn't give them anything. They earned it. I don't give things away. You got to earn it on my team.
Matt Laughlin.
Shaw, perhaps you answered it a bit when you said you have a better shooting team, you think, this year. But what areas did you identify that Seton Hall had to be better at entering this year, and how did you address them, and what will the result be?
Well, I thought, going out getting 3 big guys. Last year I thought we just had Tyrese, and I was playing Casey 6'6", 6'7" at the 5, which wasn't fair to him, not in this league. So that we handled that. From a shooting standpoint, went out and got Dylan who could shoot the basketball. DT, Dave DeBeck could shoot, Sada could shoot. Stack gonna play a bigger role. He could shoot the basketball. Obviously, we know Al could shoot the ball, right? Malaka could shoot. So I just wanted a better shooting team. I thought last year we couldn't shoot the ball well, and it kind of hurt us offensively. And I wanted to get more size and depth. I think bringing 3 big guys in, Sada is 6'11", Dave Trebek is 6'8". We bringing some size in now. Now we a little deeper, in the front court, then the back court as well. Just in case someone goes down with injury, you're not missing too much.
A few more. Michael in the back.
Coach, you went 17-16 last season. You had 6 games.
17 and 16.
You had 6 games that
Tough
were
year.
5 points or less losses. How do you go into this year with flipping the script and instead of those 6 losses becoming 6 wins?
Leadership, experience, right? I think that was one of the things I wanted to get in the portal, experience, right? You go get a guy like Dylan who played 2 years of, is it 3 years? 2 years? 2 years of Big East basketball, right? And the best league in the country, right? You got my guys now. They know what to expect. They know what I want. I know who they are now. I know who to go to at the end of the game. I know who could do what. Last year, you're kind of trying to figure all that stuff out on the fly, right? And then you guys, like I said, we got some guys that can make some shots, And then, obviously free throws. We lost some games with free throws. We shooting the ball well from the free throw line. Putting a lot into that. And just like I said, having more depth, I think it helps for sure.
Jason.
Coach, you were talking about going into last year. Personally, it was a whirlwind. I remember this time last year at Media Day, you kind of weren't able to get a lot of on-court time with your guys. You had a lot of injuries. What are the differences coming into this year? Have you been able to get more time in practice, more time to kind of get used to your team on the court?
I thought we had a good summer, right? I thought, we had 10 guys that was healthy off the summer. We had a good summer. Since school came back, it's kind of been some, I kind of jinxed myself. The last article I did, I think with Jerry or Adam, everybody was healthy and everything was great. Since then it's been not good, right? But we fighting, man. We fighting through it. Guys are fighting. Guys are coming back from whether it's being ill or coming from injuries, and we kind of put it together. It's gonna take some time, but like I said, I'm happy with where we are because I think the teams that the best together team wins, and it ain't even close. We more together this year than we was last year.
Last one in the back, Bobby.
Coach, can you explain to us how the transfer portal works? Is it like buying a car? Is there like a list?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what's it like? I mean, we're all pretty curious about that.
That's a good question. What it's like now is way different now than it ever was.
Yeah, the way it is now.
Well, I think obviously, name, image, likeness play a big role in that, right? And the NIL. I think it's the things I want to say I can't say about it. It's tough, right? It's you got to get guys that kind of fit who you are and what you're about, right? You can't just go out and try to get the best guys in the portal because that's not realistic. It's not life, especially with name, image, and likeness. Everybody want to get paid. I'll be honest with you guys. Everybody want to get paid. Everybody want to go somewhere where it's not fit no more. It's kind of how much can you pay me, all right? So it's the wild wild west is what it is. To be totally honest with you, I got lucky. I got some guys that I wanted. I missed out some guys I wanted too, but I got guys I wanted in it. It's hard to explain. It's free agency. That's what it is. It's free agency, right? Guys have the one-time transfer portal, or you got the grad transfers, which they could kind of go how many times they want, right? And you got to try to get lucky, man. At the end of the day, you got to get lucky. I don't really have a lot to say about it because I'm not a big fan of it. If that makes sense. I know it's the way of the world right now is college basketball, but it's tough. It is.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
All right, thank you guys.